What's up, everybody? My name is Leroy Jenkins 13. Welcome to the second episode of Breaking Down Silver, where we look at the true gods of soloQ, the Silver Division players, and try to absorb some knowledge and some genius about how to fight a team fight in League of Legends, especially in soloQ. We're going to learn a lot today. We're going to see some amazing ultimates, some great positioning, and just some all-around great team play from, again, the true gods of soloQ, the Silver Division players. Today we're going to be looking at a team fight in a soloQ game in Silver 2. It's going to be Fizz's Fighters versus Kindred's Koalas. Without further ado, let's just hop right into the game. Alright, so as we see, we have blue team positioning in the red team jungle. J4 is kind of hanging around the Baron pit, but they're not going to need that. Red team is coming up to their jungle, and Kindred is hanging out in base. You see, red team is down about 4k gold. They're way down in kills and objectives, but they're up in CS virtually everywhere except in the support position. But Nautilus probably shouldn't be taking that CS anyway. We're going to go ahead and start playing the clip, as we'll see some of the tanks just duking it around in the red jungle, as I said. Kindred's Koalas is not that happy that Fizz and his fighters are chilling in the jungle, and we're just going to see some harass traded. Right here, we see Kindred is finally making her way over. She's about there, and Ashe is going to make a great play to start this fight. She's gonna really try to zone out the red team. She ults, and at first glance you might think, oh well, Ashe just missed her ult, but really it's a zoning arrow. What she's trying to do is force all of the red team into this choke point right here. She doesn't want them fighting in the mid lane because it gives too much area for Tristana and just the rest of Kindred's Koalas to position. So Fizz's fighters really want to fight right here. As we see, Zed was camping up in this bush, and Zed is 0-10-5 right now. And you know, you may think, well, he's not doing anything, and that's exactly what Fizz's fighters thinks. They really just forgot Zed was even playing in this game, so they don't think of him flanking their team. Zed smartly decides to go in on the Ashe. We're gonna slow this down for you. He's gonna W in with the Living Shadow, not use it though, and he's going to ult onto Ashe. He's gonna get his full Q and W or whatever letter combo it is. He's gonna hop out because the team is gonna turn on him very smartly. He baits him back, but then he's gonna say, you know what, I still have my Bork proc. I didn't want to use it on the Ashe, which is, again, is very smart. Most people, they're gonna ult someone, use their full combo, including the Blade of the Ruined King. That's not what you want to do. You want to be ulting the tanks because the active, as you can see, does 10% of the target's max health. So you're gonna be you're gonna want to use that on the tanks because they have the most max health. So you're gonna be doing more damage overall. All right. He goes out, but then says, you know what? I'm not done. I still have some health left, and I know Soraka's here. He comes back in. He decides to go for the team, try to deal more damage. Soraka uses the ult to heal him, and Zed makes the very smart, selfless play here. He decides, if I come back in, they're gonna focus all their ults on me. Which is exactly what happens. We see the Fizz ult, you see the fish right here, you see the Nautilus ult, the circle right here. Zed says, I'm gonna take those ults, try to keep the rest of my team safe, which is exactly what he does. He's gonna, you know, die for the rest of the team. Even Darius ults him. You know, we just saw 3 ults used on the enemy, on the Zed for Kindred's Koalas. You see the shark come up, take Zed down, but along with Zed goes down 3 ultimates off of Fizz's fighters. Now we only have 1 left with the Jarvan Cataclysm. So we're gonna play this clip out in slow-mo. You see Garen spinning to winning on all these guys. Kindred is gonna vault back, try to get herself into safety. You see J4 is gonna go ham on Tristana. Tristana sees this positioning and says, you know what? Kindred has 8 kills right now. She can take this 1v1. I'm gonna swing Jarvan over to her so she can start doing some damage on him. Meanwhile, Garen is just focusing all the damage onto himself from the enemy team. This is exactly what happens. J4 goes over here, and Kindred is going to start attacking this. Fizz gets a little bit greedy, but he knows the kills are going to be best on him for this team. So he goes for this kill on Garen. Garen decides, you know, he's going to jump up into the air, do his own slam dunk, and he's going to save his ult, and you'll see why in a little bit later. So he goes down, and Kindred instantly turns on Fizz, making the good play there, and is going to kill him. You see Kindred could go for this kill on Ashe, but she makes a smart play, deciding to stay back. Ashe is in a great position here behind her tanks. You'll see here, Tristana is kind of gonna like cheat, make some hacks in the game. You're gonna jump over to Ashe, really just get that unfair kill, and you see Nanas is gonna run back. J4 still has this Cataclysm, which you're gonna see. We're gonna speed up a little bit. He's gonna Cataclysm on the support, the priority target. You know, he doesn't want any of those heals coming down. Unfortunately, Kindred gets the kill before he can finish off the support. And now we just have 3 players left on the red team. These 2 AD carry, or excuse me, marksman players are going to start running. We're just going to follow the Nautilus here. Nautilus gets killed. You see Kindred gets a triple kill, and they're going to follow onto Darius. Unfortunately, the Dunk Master gets away just fine. After that team fight, we see it's a 4-for-2 exchange in favor of Kindred's Koalas. Fizz's fighters are a little bit worse for the wear. They're still up in gold, but this is going to allow for Kindred's Koalas to, I think, do some damage on this turret. I don't think they're quite going to tank it, but that's okay. Earlier I said, you know, it was smart for Garen not to use his ultimate. That's because, you know, Garen was just thinking he's going to use that ultimate to teleport onto the low health Darius and just get the kill on him, which, as you'll see, is exactly what happened. So really, again, just great team play, great team fighting. Just, you know, we saw the camp from Zed. We saw going in, saving that Blade of the Ruined King for the tanks. He never ended up using it, but that's okay. He tanked 3 ultimates instead. You know, we saw the knockback from Tristana to allow the Kindred to get more fed, get that kill on the J4. We saw the J4 ult on the support because he didn't want any more heals coming out. You know, we just see just great play all around. I hope these are some tips and some things that you can think about, that you can take back to your next solo queue game, no matter what division you're in, because again, really, this is some top tier stuff right here. So I hope you guys enjoyed episode 2 of Breaking Down Silver, and I hope I'll see you guys very soon. Thanks for watching.